Backwater Swamp is one of the oldest realms in Dead by Daylight, and the only realm that hasn't yet been reworked as part of the realm beyond that date. With its almost 7-year history, Backwater Swamp has undergone many changes, some of which have largely fallen under the radar of most DVD players. So in this video, I'll be going over some of the lesser known facts and Easter eggs that you probably didn't know about the realm. Dead by Daylight was released on the 14th of June 2016 with 3 killers and their respective realms: Trapper with Macmillan Estate, Hillbilly with Coldwind Farm, and Wraith with Autohaven Wreckers. But haven't you thought about how, visually, the Wraith and Autohaven Wreckers have almost nothing in common? Well, that's because originally the Wraith was supposed to be connected to Backwater Swamp, and the decision for him to belong to Autohaven Wreckers instead was taken at the last minute. You can actually see in the official Dead by Daylight Artbook a lot of concept art for the Wraith and Backwater Swamp, and it's clear that these two were meant to be connected in some way. The developers even confirmed this in one of their dev streams that they used to do a couple of years ago.
The Wraith in the background, interesting story. The swamp was originally home to the Wraith.
That's true.
But then Swamp could not have been released in the original offering, so the Wraith was moved, lore and everything, to the junkyard.
Sometimes these things happen quite fast.
Yeah, and then we're like, oh, okay, let's change everything.
I personally think it's a big shame that the Wraith's lore had to be changed in order to fit the junkyard maps, since the killer's original concept had so much potential and was, in my opinion, a lot cooler than what we actually got. For more information on this, check out MintSkull's video that I've linked in the description, because it's probably one of the best videos I've ever watched. The Backwater Swamp realm was actually already in development before the game even came out. During these early stages of the realm's creation, the developers designed several assets that to this day haven't been seen on any of the 2 swamp maps. These included an almost fully fleshed out main building, a willow tree, and a sewer pipe. Fun fact, a couple of months ago there was actually a bug on the Pale Rose map which made a certain tile spawn the wrong assets, and sometimes the sewer pipe could spawn there. Not only did it look very strange, but it was also game breaking because players were able to go out of bounds, and the map had to be disabled for a couple of days because of that. Still, I found it very interesting that stuff like this was able to happen. Back in 2016, there existed not 1, not 2, but 3 map offerings for every realm, along with the usual green rarity offerings that modified the realm's selector logic by a value of 9,999, which is still in the game and basically guarantee that you're going to go to that realm. There were common and uncommon offerings that were, in my opinion, much more balanced. The Fuming Cordage and the Fuming Welcome sign increased the realm's selector logic by a value of 2 and 5 respectively. Unfortunately, these, along with the other common and uncommon offerings, were removed from spawning in the Bloodweb during patch 1.8.0, since there were more and more realms that were being added, and the additional offerings were just cluttering players' Bloodwebs. These offerings, however, could still be used up to the 6.1.0 update, when they were completely retired from the game. Pretty much everyone knows how the main building of the Grim Pantry map looks. But did you know that it was originally supposed to have these big neon signs, as you can see from the official Dead by Daylight artbook? These signs were even modeled into a work-in-progress version of Dead Lake, the map that we today know as Grim Pantry. They were, however, omitted from the official release of the map in patch 1.7.0, since they looked very out of place compared to the rest of the assets. Fun fact, a remnant of this feature is actually still present to this day on the icon for the Grim Pantry map. The very original version of the Pale Rose was released on the 8th of December 2016 and had a total size of 284 square tiles. The map was absolutely humongous. For comparison, the biggest map in the game right now is Mother's Dwelling, and that map is only 188 square tiles. The original Pale Rose had not one but two docks, and there were a lot more open spaces between the different tiles. For example, the shrimp boat was situated on the corner of the map and surrounded by a huge dead zone. During an unknown patch, the map size was reduced to 215 square tiles. However, this still wasn't enough, and the map was reworked yet again in the 2.3.0 update. One of the docks was removed and the Pale Rose received significant layout changes. Since then, the map has remained relatively unchanged, with it only receiving minor tweaks here and there, which were mostly comprised of lighting changes and bug fixes. As I mentioned at the start of the video, Backwater Swamp is the only realm that has yet to receive the Realm Beyond treatment. As a result, it is the only remnant of Dead by Daylight's original art style and vision. The Pale Rose and Grim Pantry are the only maps in the game to feature the original shack. I really hope that the developers do a good job with the rework, whenever that is, since the last rework, Red Forest, was quite the disappointment. Still, I'm looking forward to what the future of this game has to offer.
Man!
Well, that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then consider liking it and subscribing, since that makes me happy. But anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!